We are talking with the Pittsburgh Technology Council, and you might be thinking, why would the Pittsburgh Technology Council be at CES? Well, Jonathan.
So many reasons to be at CES. Come on, man. What are you talking about? What we love about CES is there's all these great Pittsburgh companies that are either here or they're behind some of the major brands that are here, which is like Covestro.
No kidding.
I mean, come on, man. We were going through all the displays. I see these cars. I know their bumpers are made of your materials. I know their headlights are made of your material. I know they're lightweighting because of what Covestro does, and we're really stoked about that, the Tech Council, because that's making a big difference.
One of the things that I get a kick out of is I'm walking through the halls, and you know it's busy as heck. You can see behind us what's going on, and all of a sudden people are like, "Hey, you're from Pittsburgh," and I'm like, "How many people at CES pick up on Pittsburgh?" And then we have a fun discussion. Anyways, there are a bunch of companies from Pittsburgh at the CES, and I'm curious if you can name a few that you have run across.
Oh my God.
I know that we had a little video with Hellbender the other day, and so you don't have to mention them, but you know, they're a good crew.
Let's start with like Carnegie Robotics, okay? One of Pittsburgh's coolest companies. So they're the technology behind Brunswick right now. Brunswick makes these really cool, they're not yachts, but they're really high-end boats, like $1.5 million boats. These boats can now park, or should I say dock themselves, because of the technology, the vision systems that Carnegie Robotics has. And that to me is just like, oh yeah, like they are the secret sauce behind making Brunswick totally kick ass, right? Okay. So that's like really, really fun. And then look at companies like, I said, like a Velo AI that's been hanging out with us. I mean, this is a company that's taking autonomy and putting it on the back of a bicycle. So when I'm riding my bike in Pittsburgh, I can tell someone's gonna wipe me out from behind me. I get that a lot.
We were talking with them yesterday.
Got the stereo vision or whatever is going on behind them, which to me is just like, I see companies like Ansys here. Everyone uses Ansys to design their stuff. We know when someone's designing a plastic bumper to put your stuff into, they're using their finite element analysis at Ansys to do that. So that's like a double Pittsburgh whammy going on right there, right? I mean, that's the things that we just absolutely love. So
How about Astrobotic?
Astrobotic is an amazing company, man. I mean, talk about
for the people who don't know about them.
Yeah, well, first off, two sentences is tenacious. I'm talking words at this point because, I mean, right now, I mean, they're getting hit in the gut a little hard because they were the first to try to launch the first thing from the United States to the moon. They lost some propulsion systems, so they're not going to do it. But guess what? They're making another attempt at the end of this year with the Griffin. So they will be back up and running. But the idea is Pittsburgh is the way to get to the moon. Right? And Astrobotic's doing it, and it's not easy. This is tough stuff. This crazy stuff happens, like propulsion systems going out. But you know what? They're undaunted. They keep crushing it, and they're going to keep doing it. We at the Tech Council, Jonathan Kersting, are being like, you guys are going to hit it. So we're very, very excited.
Killer. Anything else that comes to mind? We talked robotics. We talked autonomy. I mean, okay, there's some people that have left Pittsburgh, but I feel they have proud roots in Pittsburgh.
I mean, Pittsburgh's everywhere. Our diaspora is like amazing. I mean, here's a good story. So we were having our happy hour at the Tech Council with the Pittsburgh Regional Alliance yesterday because we had a panel discussion here about Pittsburgh autonomy. At our happy hour at the brewery we were at, two people were like, "We heard you from Pittsburgh." They're like, "I'm from Lawrenceville," and it was just like, yeah. And so it was an instant Pittsburgh love in the middle of Las Vegas at CES. So yes, Pittsburgh is everywhere because Pittsburgh built this country. Think about it. 250 years back, Pittsburgh built the steel. I almost guarantee you there's probably Pittsburgh steel in this hotel right here at the Venetian.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And now Pittsburgh innovation is rocking Las Vegas because we're behind so much of the stuff and we're actually here front and center. So yeah, it's great stuff. We get really proud, man. We get really proud.
I have definite goosebumps when I talk about the stuff that comes out of Pittsburgh, and I feel we are just at the beginning. There's so much more stuff coming.
It's been crazy because it's like this 40-year overnight success story. We've been working at this for a long time, but I've been at the Tech Council for a very long time, and I feel like we're just hitting the sweet spot. And I see the opportunities, and I see some of the setbacks, like with Astrobotic. But you know what? That's actually a step forward. What we're learning from that and what that's taking the region towards, I'm sorry, man. It's completely awesome.
Well, as they say, when you have bumps in the road, that just makes you tougher, right?
Dude, we're tough.
So,
tough.
Closing comment.
Yes.
Pittsburgh rocks.
Pittsburgh rocks, man. Simple as that.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're the best, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for having us here.
You got it.